Hi everyone, welcome to my floss tube. My name is Danny and this is going to be a little weekly update of what I've been working on. So for starters, I have really been focusing on my Monster Forest work in project, and I have finally got to the edge of the project. So this is about how wide it's gonna be, and I'm so excited about it. I really love how it's turning out. Let's see. So from last week, I think I had gotten to about here, like this. Let me show you this row right here. So this is pretty much what I've been doing for this week. It has been about this whole section right here. I'm hoping to do at least this bottom portion by the end of the day today. I don't know if that's too ambitious, but we will see. I'm really excited about this one. I don't know if I cut too much fabric because on one side I have like this much and then on the other side I have this much. So I'm really hoping that I have enough to do the bottom and I didn't do my measurements wrong, but we will see. So that is the Monster Forest project. I'm so loving this one. I think I'm just so proud of this one. I think it looks so beautiful, and I can't wait until it's all done and framed. I think it'll be like the perfect like Halloween little decoration to have up, so I'm excited about that one. I think right now, let me pull up my iPad to see how deep into it I am. So I've been using the Markup Pattern Keeper app. Markup RXP is what I've been using it. I don't know if you can see that, but so I've been using that, and I'm currently, let's see, I'm 36%, 36.2% done with it. And then I have 8,478 stitches marked and 14,896 still to go. Right now it says that my estimated completion date is March 2nd, which actually it went throughout this week. I haven't been stitching as much, so it used to be like April 24th or so. So it went back like a week, but that's okay. That's okay. It will get done at some point. And I have actually been working on this for 66 hours. I don't know. This is like my first big project, so I don't know what the average time is, but that sounds like a lot. But it says that my average stitch rate per day is 300 stitches, and I average about 2 hours and 30 minutes on it. So yeah, that's what we have going. Let me see if I could show you kind of what it's supposed to look like at the end. Okay, so if it doesn't look good, I'll just add a picture of it, but this is the whole pattern. So right now, basically, I have finally finished this whole top area, and I'm about to start on this little monster right there. So yeah, that's what we have. That's like the project that I've really been focusing on. And then at work, I'm still doing the bunny girl. And then I believe last week I had barely finished like the bunny and added that little bottom portion of grass. So while I was at work, I completed like a good amount of like the frame, if you could see right there. So all of this is what I've done this week at work. That whole portion. It's kind of, I wasn't expecting it to be like, I don't know if this counts as confetti or not, but there's so many different like colors, I guess. Well, not so many, I don't know. It's just strange. I'm still used to the other one where it's just like a big block of the same color, so I'm not as used to having to like switch around colors. Like obviously this will need to be filled in better, and I think there's about 3 or 4 colors that they at least in the green that they will have. What I did notice is that I have 2 different colors of green, but I honestly don't think it makes that much of a difference. Like I could barely tell where the different greens are. Like it's just not as noticeable, I feel. But I don't know, maybe like once it's all done, you'll be able to see it more. We'll see. But let's look at the stats for that one. So Okay, so that one I have 1,000. I'll just read it. It's too hard to see. Okay, I have 1,949 stitches done. I'm 75.81% complete, and I only have 622 stitches done. So hopefully, end of the week, this should be done. Well, today's Sunday, so end of next week, this coming week, whatever. It should be done. It says my estimated completion date is March 19th. So when is that? Today's March 15th. So that would be on Thursday. Thursday is my estimated completion date. I am averaging about an hour 6 minutes per day, and then my average stitch rate is 162 stitches a day. I've been working on it for 13 hours. And yeah, that one, let's see the whole picture. This will ultimately be what we are going for. Let's see. Can you see that? So yeah, so that whole middle portion is complete basically, except this like flower area. And then I'll just need to finish up that frame. But yeah, I'm really proud of this one. I think it's so cute and it's so small that I really just think it's like so fun. So I have that one done. And then lastly, I have barely even touched the Snail's Hollow stitch along. I don't know, I'm just having so much fun with the Monster Forest that I have not been wanting to do anything but that one. And I think last video I said that I was gonna do 120 stitches a day. Well, I have done 0 a day, so how about that? But this is, oh, I have some thread on there. This is the Snail's Hollow stitch along. I think the last time I showed it I had only done the words, so I did at least get one singular row. Let's see, one singular row of the dirt done. And I think this one, let me see if you can see it better. Oh, wait, is that the brand? Okay, yeah. So just that row is what I have finished. It's like a really easy, like, I don't know why I'm not motivated to do it, because it's gonna be so easy to do it because it's just like a big row of the same color. There's not a lot of like switching around colors. I think there's only like there's very few colors that I will need to use. So it shouldn't be hard, but I'm so motivated. I love my Monster Forest, okay? So I think what I'm gonna do, my plan for this instead of doing 120 stitches a day after work is that once I finish the bunny girl one, I'm gonna take this one to work instead. And work on this at work, because clearly if I did, I don't know how many stitches I did a day with the bunny girl one, but I think it was at least 100. So if I switch it out instead, I shouldn't have a problem with doing the 120 stitches a day, even though by this point that's not, I don't know. Okay, I have more to do, but yeah, I'll do that instead. And I think the frame, the second part that's coming out, or the first part after the frame, is going to be just like a little portion, like about here maybe. I think it's like bottom left, bottom right. So if I at least finish the bottom portion and maybe like a side of the right frame, I think I'll be fine. And then in the meanwhile, I can work on the other stuff, I guess, or like the rest of the frame. So I have that. And then let's see. I don't know if I have stats for that one, but I'll check anyways. So the last time that I did stitch was going to be, I stitched 66 stitches on Monday. Today's Sunday, so since then I have not done anything whatsoever. But I have, let's see, I have 600 stitches, 9.53% completed. And then I still have, this is just the frame of course, I still have 5,856 to do. And I have, before the first part comes out, I have until April 1st, I think, is when the second part comes out. So that leaves me like 15 days to catch up. Obviously I don't think that's gonna happen, but I will try my best. Right now it says that my estimated completion date is April 23rd. So yeah, I don't think I'll be I don't think I'll be caught up whatsoever, but whatever. I mean, as long as I do it, okay? And then finally, I am going to start my first ever full coverage piece, and I'm so freaking excited for it because this is like obviously like the biggest one I have so far. And this one is 23,000 stitches. So I was trying to find, because I saw like the Heaven and Earth designs, that they're like, I feel like the most common brand or the most popular brand for full coverage. But the thing with that is like I can't tell what's AI and what's not, and or if I can, it's just like so much of it is AI, and I don't know, I just obviously like I don't want to do a design that is AI. I don't know what the consensus is on cross stitch and AI, but for me personally, that's just a no. No, I would want to support some real artists, you know? So what I was able to find was unconventional X stitch, unconventional cross stitch, but unconventional X stitch is the website, and they put up patterns, full coverage patterns that are, they only work with like real artists, no AI. So I went through there and I found a few patterns that I really liked, but ultimately I am going to go with this one. I can't remember the name of the artist, so obviously I'll link everything. But it's gonna be this little fairy girl with a little bird, and I just think it's such my vibe because I love these type of colors and I love birds. So hopefully you can see it well. But yeah, there's like the little fairy girl. She's like an autumn fairy or something because she has some like orange leaves around, and then she has her little bird with his little acorn, and I really love that. So I've been working on gathering the supplies for it because I believe it uses 104 different colors, and there is 11,000, no, 100, I can't read right now. Okay, 100,144. Why am I forgetting how to read? Okay, whatever. There's 114400 stitches. Okay. So there's a lot of stitches to do. But I bought the pattern, of course. I've been working on getting the colors. And then I think so I am kind of trying to space it out because obviously it's pretty expensive to buy 104 colors plus the fabric plus the pattern, all of that. So I'm trying to like space it out, and because I won't start on this one until I finish the Monster Forest one. So I have some time to gather my supplies. So of course I bought the pattern and I bought 50 of the colors. And fun fact, in case you didn't know this, maybe I'm the only person that didn't know this, but Michaels only lets you buy 50 different items. So you can buy like multiple of the same items, but there can only be 50 different items in your cart. So that was like my max. That was the max of threads that I could buy in one purchase, which was so sad because I was literally $2 away from free shipping, and then I hit that limit. So I bought the 50 colors, and then what's good about this one, this pattern, is that it actually tells you how many meters of thread that there will be. And so I was able to kind of like figure out how many different little, what is it, skeins of thread are needed. So I got that, and then I'm gonna be working on 16 count Ada, which will be the first time that I do that. And then the estimated size for how big it's gonna be is 17.88 inches by 25 inches. So that's gonna be a pretty good size project. But yeah, so that one, I am working on that. I think I might buy a scroll frame or like a lap frame. I saw one, I think it was by the same person that did the standing frame that I showed in my last video. I just want something, I don't know. I want something that I can like, it's such a big project that like working with it with the hoop, I don't know, I don't like the idea of it. So I think I'll just need to figure out something else. I haven't tried key snaps yet, and I know those are popular, but they just seem so bulky that I don't know if I want to do that. So I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that instead. But that is what I have. That's my little weekly progress. I think for the rest of the day I'm gonna obviously work on my little monster forest that I love so deeply, and I'm going to be watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I actually started watching The Real Housewives series when I started cross-stitching, so it's been so fun because there's obviously, I just feel like it's so iconic in like pop culture, and I've always seen like the memes of it and everything, but I never actually watched it. So I found on Reddit this like master list of every single season in order of how they came out, starting from like 2005. So I've been starting that. I obviously started with Real Housewives of Orange County, and then right now I'm watching season 2 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I've been doing that, and then whenever I get like bored of it or I need like a switch up, I've been listening to a podcast called Even the Royals, which is a podcast about like royal families and like different like crazy stories that they have, and that has been very fun too. I've been loving listening to that. So I would love to hear what you guys watch or listen to while you guys cross stitch. But yeah, that is my little update. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.